We're going to be accessing the rotor group on your wood chipper in order to replace hammers and wood chipper blades. The tools you're going to need is going to be a ratchet with both a size 13 and 12 socket. You need both a 8 and 5 millimeter Allen wrenches and a crescent wrench or a 13 and 12 size wrench. For the sake of the video, we're using a wood chipper that has already been taken apart. Yours will be fully assembled with a hopper and a handle. The best way to do this is to take your wood chipper and put it on its back. Before I do that though, let me just point out all the bolts. There's 9 bolts like this going around the wood chipper. Bolt here, a bolt in the back, and this that screws off. Once you take all those off, the whole engine and rotor group plate comes off at the same time. Okay? So you put it on its back, and I'm just going to go ahead and start taking these all off by hand. I already loosened them for the sake of the video. And here you have to use the crescent wrench to hold it down and the ratchet on the back side. Same for the front top. Another one over here. Don't miss this one. Remember, there's 9 of these big ones. 2 over here up on the top, behind the engine and the gas tank. This one's gonna be a little hard. It's best to use like a wrench or a crescent wrench or just a normal wrench to get to it. And last one on the top. You can keep the cone on. Okay, so you have all the bolts off. You say the whole unit comes off. Okay. This also has to come off as well. Forgot that bolt. This has to come off as well. Now the whole wood chipper comes off, like so. Okay. Now, the best way to do this, because you'll have to stand on it, is flip the wood chipper up, the engine, have it on its stand, and lean it against your leg. Okay? So, in order to take this off, there's 2 ways you can do it. From here, you use the 8 millimeter, you take off the center, and the whole rotor group plate will come off. And then from here you can access the blade. And this is how you also access the hammers too. This one is missing the hammers, but you'd have 4 bolts here that have hammers in. The other alternative is if you want to take the cone off instead of leaving it on, you take the cone off instead. Okay. So there's 2 ways to do it. One is you can leave the cone on. Take off the whole rotor group plate, which is this. It's the rotor group plate. Or you can keep it on, and then you want to access the blade right here, here, and here. The way you would do that is simple. You take this 8 millimeter, it goes in right there. Okay. You take your ratchet on the other side, like so. You put it right on there, and you can just loosen it and tie it from here. Take the blade out. Now, the blade will fall out here. You can put it back in, put the bolt in. I'll take one out just to show you what it looks like. So the Allen wrench is to keep the bolt in place. Okay. So when you take this off, there's a nut, spring spring washer, and a normal washer. Okay, and really this looks like this. Okay, and then like I said, you can put the new blade back in there, sit it in there, put the bolt through, put all the hardware back on, go into the washer, spring washer, and then the bolt, and then ratchet it down. You won't want to do it this way with it leaning against you. You're not holding any weight. You can just take the 8mm, and this, you know, I would prefer putting some cushion here because you don't want to crush pull cord or anything like that. Do it on a soft surface. Lay it gently down. And like I said, you could take the 8mm version of this, which I have right here, and take this out. This is a little bit harder. The best thing to do when you're doing this, if you don't have enough torque, use something like a pipe or something to extend it. This is going to give it easier to do. The only thing is this thing will move as you're trying to do it, so you have to have cooling and counter opposite direction. This way is a little bit harder, not advised, but you can do it that way. Otherwise, you can just do it holding it, leaning against your body, and just doing it like this. And that's all you need to do in order to replace your wood chipper blades and your hammers.